University, this is KFHS News. Your award-winning news begins now.
Good evening and welcome. I'm Dakota Tucker.
And I'm Michaela Lewis. University police would like to remind students and faculty of the campus smoking ban. The campus smoking ban passed last year by SGA isn't being followed as the police would like. Smoking in and around buildings on campus is prohibited. Parking lots are the only designated smoking areas on campus. There are consequences for disobeying the smoking ban.
They will be given a written warning. If it's a student, it'll probably go before the student code of conduct. If it's a faculty or staff member, they will go to their appropriate supervisors.
University police would like to encourage students to spread the word of the appropriate smoking locations.
Tensions were heated at last week's meeting of the Student Government Association due to the new decision to hire a new treasurer.
Senator Clark. Bash anyone personally, but to me it seems like we ought to give folks the benefit of the doubt since it didn't appear on job.
I'm going to warn you right now to be very, very careful with your next choice of words because we are not allowed to discuss personnel issues, and you're getting dangerously close to.
I'm absolutely clear on that situation, sir, but I would like to say that I know that in a pool of students there are people who are searching for jobs along similar paths.
That was Senator Tyler Clark of the Business Department. The reason for the debate among the student government was the appointment of the new treasurer, Carolyn Campbell. Some senators, like Clark, believe the position should have been open to all students. President Tyler Thompson and Senator Jessica Tormey had the counter-argument that there was little time to make a decision and that Campbell was best qualified for the job.
There were senators with accounting backgrounds, but I felt, I'll take personal responsibility for this, I felt like having a young person take this position was the best choice.
Looking back through my request as the appropriations chair, we have roughly $3,000 to $4,000 that needs to be paid out within 2 weeks of the students returning from their trips. If we don't have a treasurer, then those students don't get their money back.
You can catch the weekly Student Government Association meeting on SGA Live every Thursday night at 7 here on KFHS.
Staying on the topic of SGA, the Student Government Association will be holding a special election on Wednesday and Thursday for students to vote on the new SGA Constitution. The purpose of the election is to get the student body's input, get the campus more involved with SGA, and to update the current Constitution. If you have any questions, feel free to stop by the SGA office located in the Memorial Union.
Gamers from all over the Hayes area came out to the semi-annual Tigerland this past Saturday. Stephen Anderson has more.
Tigerland was held this past Saturday with people staying up for a total of 15 hours playing all games ranging from Mario Kart on Nintendo 64 to gaming computers. Many people continue to drink energy drinks and eat tons of snacks as the night of games progressed.
Event for anybody that wants to come, consoles, PC gaming. We have tournaments for like StarCraft, Call of Duty. Right now we got a couple guys back here doing N64 tournaments. Everybody likes old school games.
Tigerland is held once each semester and has over $10,000 donated.
Many thousands of dollars worth of prizes were given away at a drawing held at Tigerland. Tigerland is available for anyone in the community, no matter what age, race, or gender. For KFHS News, I'm Stephen Anderson.
There were over 100 gamers at this semester's event. The next Tigerland is scheduled for February 11th. If you have any question, be sure to visit ATSO's website at atso.fhsu.edu.
Over the summer, 6 Kansas highways covering 800 miles saw a new speed limit go into effect. Garrett Sager has the story.
The top legal speed in Kansas is now 75 miles an hour in an effort to make Kansas more competitive with nearby states. Colorado, Nebraska, Missouri, and Oklahoma had already made the transition to 75 miles an hour. Only Texas and Utah stand above 80 miles an hour.
With the speed limit increase, drivers can now get to their destination at a quicker pace.
I don't think 75 miles per hour is still enough because it's too slow and I like the speed.
The Kansas Department of Transportation says a higher speed limit should not cause a safety problem, but state officials will be watching the routes with the new speed limit. If there's a spike in crashes or fatalities on those roads, they could revisit the issue. For KFHS News, I'm Garrett Sager.
The 6 Kansas highways that saw the increase in the speed were the Kansas Turnpike from Kansas 7 in Wyandotte County to the Oklahoma line, I-35 from a spot in southwest Johnson County to US 50 east of Emporia, US 69 from southern Johnson County to north of US 54 near Fort Scott in Bourbon County, I-70 from just west of Topeka in Shawnee County to the Colorado state line, I-135 from I-70 near Salina to a spot north of the 85th Street interchange in Harvey County, and US 81 from I-70 near Salina north to Kansas 106.
Speaking of news on the street, the University Police have added a brand new vehicle this year. In the likeness of Fort Hays, Britt Swikert has the story.
The University Police were due for an update, and the new patrol unit is a black and gold 2011 Dodge Charger. Campus Police Chief Ed Howell says the color scheme is meant to reflect Fort Hays.
We wanted to make it more reflective of the University Police Department, more distinctive. Now, if you take a look at the color scheme, it's black and gold. The main color of the car is black. The graphics on the side of the car are gold, and that happens to be University Police colors.
And the upgrade was needed since the station's previous vehicles were getting to a point of high mileage. The vehicle is said to have cost around $23,000 before the upgrades needed to make it a police vehicle.
Well, the car is one component, but then all the equipment inside is another component. So you're probably looking around $23,000, $22,000 roughly just for the car itself.
The campus police will use the vehicle for a variety of purposes, such as parades and athletic events around campus.
All right, well, stay tuned for sports with Kelly Burkhart.
Please give these pets a second chance. Contact the Humane Society of the High Plains at 625-5252 or visit them on the web at www.hshponline.org.
That party was a really good time.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, look, it's freezing out. Why don't you let me get the key?
No, you're not going to drive.
Come on, seriously, I'll get us home safe. Just give me the keys.
It's not safe. We can't do this.
Babe, seriously, just give me the keys. I'll get us home all right, okay?
No, we're not going to do it. We're not going to drive.
Just give me the keys. I'm not that drunk. I'll get us home fine. Don't be so worried.
Fine. Go whatever. Look out!
I'm so sorry, Jill. I'm so sorry, babe. You were so right. I should have listened. I'm so sorry.
When you drink and drive, it doesn't only affect you. Designate a driver.
KFHS Sports.
Good evening, I'm Kelly Burkhart. For the second year in a row, the Fort Hays State football team would be featured on the MIAA Network's Game of the Week. And for the second year in a row, the Tigers would host the Central Missouri Mules, this time in prime time. The Tigers getting ready to run onto the field to face the Mules on the MIAA Network. In the first quarter, Central Missouri's Tommy Corwin fires it to a wide-open David Cannon to give the Mules the 14-0 lead. Just before halftime, Kiki Paul will pick off Corwin in the back of the end zone for a Tiger touchback. Fast forward to the start of the fourth quarter as Anthony Shepard will throw to Edward Smith for the 24-yard touchdown to reception. Fort Hays State falls by the final of 35-7. Shepard went 11 of 25 for 75 yards and 1 touchdown. The loss drops the Tigers to 2-5 overall and 2-4 in the MIAA. Switching to the soccer field, the Fort Hays State women's soccer team was in action this past week, hosting 12th-ranked Central Missouri on Thursday and traveling to Northwest Missouri State on Saturday. A late goal by Central Missouri would give the 12th-ranked Jennies the 2-1 win over the Lady Tigers on Thursday. Fort Hays State would then travel to Maryville, Missouri on Saturday to face Northwest Missouri State, and the Lady Tigers would fall to the Bearcats by the final of 2-1. Fort Hays State falls to 4-9-1 overall and 1-6 in the MIAA and will face Dallas Baptist on Thursday. The Fort Hays State men's soccer team made the trip up to Omaha, Nebraska on Friday to face the Nebraska Omaha Mavericks, a team which recently made the jump from Division II to Division I. In a battle of first-year programs, the Tigers would defeat the Division I Mavericks by the final of 3-1 to extend their unbeaten streak to 8 games and are on a 4-game winning streak. Fort Hays State improves to 8-2-1 overall and are currently hosting Oklahoma Wesleyan, and that game is currently scoreless at halftime. The Fort Hays State volleyball team continued on their 5-game homestand this past Friday, this time hosting the Missouri Western Griffins. Led by Janet Ulrich's 19 kills, the Lady Tigers picked up their second MIAA victory of the season by defeating the Griffins in 4 sets, 3-1. Fort Hays State improves to 13-9 overall and 2-6 in the MIAA. Staying with volleyball, one member of the Lady Tigers received a very high honor as Janet Ulrich was named MIAA Hitter of the Week on Monday. Ulrich was named Hitter of the Week after having an impressive match on Friday against Missouri Western, as Ulrich had a career-high 19 kills and a hitting percentage of .531, the highest by a Lady Tiger in a conference match. Fort Hays State will host the fifth-ranked Washburn Lady Blues tonight at 7 p.m. at Gross Memorial Coliseum. So with volleyball being at home tonight, game at 7 o'clock, are you guys planning on attending?
Definitely. It's really exciting to see how the volleyball girls are winning now.
Yeah, I'm going to be heading down that way. Got a couple friends to go with, so it'll be a great night.
All right. Well, stay tuned for Around Town at 5:30.